the others join, they will be able to, if they have missed anything, or uh, they would be able to, I mean, or you have missed something, you will be able to look at it how it can be done. Just a minute. Hi. बैठ जाओ. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. No, no. Sorry for the interruption. Let us continue with today's class. So, in the last class, online class, what we have seen is we have started with the HTML, and I suppose we have seen tags for the content, as well as we have seen the image tag. And always remember that image tag has a mandatory attribute, that is the src, source. So now I'll share my screen, and we will start with the other topic in the first unit, that is about the tags for hyperlinks. So here I had already created an HTML file. I think you are able to see my desktop. Anybody just write in the chat so that I have the acknowledgement that my screen is visible. Okay, no problem. Thank you very much. Let me open the same file, same HTML file, because we will in the same HTML file we will look at the hypertext sorry, hyperlinks. Now let me display this. Let me open this HTML in a Chrome browser. So this is what is the HTML we have created. We have seen in the last class, and using this HTML text. So this is what, there is an image and there is other things and all displayed with some text. So we have taken a dummy text over here. Now what we will do is, we will look at something known as hyperlink tags in HTML. Now we can, so this is just one page, what we have seen. We have seen only one HTML, we have written only one HTML file. Now from one HTML file, you will be able to link to another HTML file. So this link is created using hyperlinks, or we also call it as anchor tags. Here, what we will do is, this page is our index page. This is index page. Let me create another page. Let us. I'll just open this itself and save as. Let me create a page as, let's say, contact us. Now this also will be an HTML. This will also be an HTML code or HTML page. Now in this contact us page, I'll remove the other tags, and we will just have the text part. So now here, I have, this is the index, this is the index file, and then again, and here at the side, let me just have these things side by side. Anyway, this is my contact us page, so I'll just change the title as contact us, let us say, title. Then I'll remove this images and all. Let me remove the text also. And then here, let's just say that this is a contact page. Let us not bother about the other content or the other text. Let me save this, and then we will execute this, or not execute, actually, we will look at this page in web browser. So you can find that this is the contact us page. This is the first page, that is the index page which we have written, and this is contact us HTML page. Now, to link between these two pages, we use hyperlinks, or they are also known as anchor tags. The anchor tags or hyperlinks are used for, you can link it to another web page, or you can also use that hyperlinks for linking to a multimedia document, that is an audio file or a video file or an image also. You can have a link, you can also have a link to the image. Now, let us come back. So what I'm trying to do is, from this page, let me change this text, that is, this is sample text. Let me change it to a hyperlink, and let me say that this here, what we have is, this is sample text 2. I will make it, I'll change this as contact us. Let me say click here to contact us. Now I can make this, let me save this file and refresh it on the web browser. So you can see that we have click here to contact us. Now this entire text can be made as a link to the another page, or we can also make only click here as an hyperlink. So let us look at how to use hyperlinks. Now, in this case, we have H2 tag, and I want to make click here as a hyperlink. So what we will use is, we will use an anchor tag known as A. Now, this A tag will open, and we have to have its corresponding closing anchor tag. So let us close it here. So the text in between this will be created as a hyperlink. Now, as we had SRC, that is the source attribute for the image, which was a mandatory attribute, in the same way, we have an attribute for the anchor tag known as href. Href actually stands for reference. Ref is for reference, hypertext reference. So href is hypertext reference. So we will have the href tag. Inside the href tag, we will be able to provide the link. We will be able to provide the link. Now, what is the link we need to provide? What our purpose is to click here, and when we click, it should go to this page, that is the contact us page. So we should give the hyperlink of this page, that is contact us.html. So here what we will do is, in href we will have contact us.html, that is the link to the web page. It's a link to the web page. Let me save this file, and then we will refresh it. Now, once we refresh it, can you find that this what do you call click here? This part, this click here is this text has been converted into a hyperlink. So what happens is, when I click this, I will be taken to the contact us web page. So this is how anchor tags are used to link from one page to another page. Not only this, we can make any text as anchor link. For example, let us say that lorem ipsum is simply a dummy text. So we will make this simply dummy text as a hyperlink. Let us create another file. So I'll just copy this and paste it. Let me say that this is dummy, dummy.html. So this will be dummy.html. Inside this, I'll just have the title as dummy. And this is dummy page. Let's say this is dummy page. Let me save this. Now, let's say simply dummy text. I will make this text as a hyperlink. So what I need to do is inside the index, because this web page is index web page, index.html. So I'll go to this text. So after the image, that is image one, that is this image, I have lorem ipsum is simply dummy text. So here at, at this stage, I need to make this text as a hyperlink. So I'll open anchor tag here and then close anchor tag over here. And inside this anchor tag, I have href as the attribute. To this href, I will add the web page as or a link as dummy.html. Let me save this file. Now refresh. I'll also refresh this page. Now when I refreshed it, you can find that we have simply dummy text, the text which is in red, created as a hyperlink. So when I click this, that is click here, this is referring to a contact us web page. And when I click simply dummy text, it will refer to another web page. That is in this case or this example or this demonstration, we have dummy.html. So this way we can create several links, or we can have different pages that can be linked using the hyperlink or an anchor tag. Now you must be wondering about why we are saying hyperlink and then anchor tag. Okay, it should have been hyperlink every time, but hyperlink, we say image tag, it starts from I image is there. It's very easy to understand and remember. As well as if when we have headers, the name header H is there. So H1, H2, H3, H6 headers are there. The same way we have another what do you call horizontal rule, suppose. So it is HR is the tag for horizontal rule. Then we also have what do you call a break, line break, that is BR tag for break. So these are all the tags are synonymous to how we spell. But hyperlink is not HL tag. Hyperlink is A tag. We are saying anchor tag. And we are calling this A tag, anchor tag, A tag, this anchor tag or A tag as hyperlink. Now, why is this word anchor used? Anchor. Now, just I'll open Google. In Google, anchor. I'll search for the image of the anchor. Now, this, let us take this image. Do you know why this image is used? This image? Can anybody say for what purpose is this used, this image? Just anybody reply. Type something, it doesn't matter. Hopefully you people are there in the class. Why? What is this symbol? What is this image which you are with which I am presenting? This anchor image. Uh, this anchor actually is used for what do you call what we say is I mean it's used in ships, uh, which is used to I mean just what do you call stop as somebody has said stop a ship, or it's also used to when ships is docked, this anchor is actually they throw this anchor, and then once any rock it gets stick to any gets what do you call attached to any rock, and so anywhere using this, or even at the seabed also, as you can see here, it can be dropped. So it's a really very heavy weight, so it sticks so that the ship doesn't move. So this anchor actually is nothing but it has that what do you call the pointed arrows. So that is used to actually, for any rock and all, it is used to attach itself. So when it is attached, there is a link created between the a rock or a docking station or anything to the ship or the boat. So that is from that terminology, uh, from that name, this anchor has been derived. So that is why we call this tag as hyperlink tags, but the name of the tag or the tag is actually an anchor tag, a tag. We use anchor a tag. So that is the reason this tag is defined as an anchor tag. Now, when let us move further with this topic. Now, we have linked a text using this. We have linked a text, as well as using this, we have linked a text. Now, suppose I have opened the stack and give the href as dummy over here, and then I close this a tag over here. Suppose let us look at what happens if I forget to close the stack. I'm just removing that. We do have the anchor tag as this anchor tag, but I forgot to close that anchor tag. Let me save this file and refresh this page. So you can see that we are starting the anchor tag before simply dummy text of the something. So here we have simply dummy text of the NR. Now actually I should have ended the anchor tag over here after text, but I forgot to end it. So this the entire paragraph has been made as an anchor tag. So anywhere you click, like on software, if I click on software over here, then also it goes to the dummy page. Now, this is the entire paragraph. The rest of the entire paragraph is getting as an, is being changed as as a hyperlink. But it's not that. If we do not have the anchor tag here for click here to contact us, then if we don't have this anchor tag, then the entire page would have been made as the hyperlink. The text on the entire page would have been made as the hyperlink. Now, since again there is an opening of the hyperlink tag, that is why this till the end of this paragraph is made as a hyperlink. So if you forget to close a tag, there will not be any error displayed, but we will not be able to create a page in a proper way or the way we want it. So always remember that it will not give you any errors. HTML will not give you any errors. So let me just go back and make this as, close the anchor tag over here. Let me save this file. So this way, these are the general, common mistakes that we try to do. We open a tag and we just try to forget that closing of the tag. So this may create such problems. Now let us come back again. So here we have just made text as the hyperlink. are an anchor. So over here and over here, our text was click here in this case, simply dummy text in this case. Now, I told you in the beginning of the class that it's not only the tags, the text that we can link to, we can also link to images, or we can also link to what do you call audio or multimedia. So let us look at instead of dummy.html, what I'll do is we have used two pictures here, and in our folder we also have a picture as image2. So what I'm going to do is I will link to this, let's say dummy text, to instead of dummy.html, I will link it to image. That is the name of the image. In this case, we have the image as image hyphen 2. So image hyphen 2 dot jpg. Let me say I don't know the extension here. So let us use jpg itself. So let us see what happens. I just refresh this. Now click here. Obviously, we have not changed. It's linking to a text, another web page actually, not text, another web page. Now simply dummy text, we have added a hyperlink. For simply dummy text, we have added the hyperlink for image. So let me click this. When I click this, you can find that the directly an image gets opened. So not only a text we will be able to link, but we will also be able to link to an image, an audio file, as well as even the video file can be linked. So what we need to do is to just give the file name with its extension. So if it is an audio file, and let us say that it is MP3 file, so we can say that song, or whatever the name of the file is, song, let us say song1.mp3. Do remember that we also have to take care about the extensions. File name, file extension, file name dot with its file extension. So that is what, if it is an what do you call, if it is a video file, for example, let us say AVI file, or if it is a MPEG file or MP4 file. So we just have to, in the hyperlink, we just have to change the href attribute and give the value as your audio file or a video file. Now let us look at what happens if I have by mistake. There is the link is instead of JPG, if I say JPEG, JPEG, JPEG. So let me save this. Now obviously a file name image hyphen 2 is present, but we don't have any file name as JPEG with the extension. So let us refresh this. Let me click once more, and you can find that we get an error, a file not found error. So actually, it's not an HTML error. Please do remember that it's not an HTML error. It's resource not found error. Some resource is not being found. So what demonstrating what I mean to say here by demonstrating that this error, or a page not found or resource not found, is that we also have to take care about extensions. And generally, what mistakes we make is we type the file name correctly, but the extension, you might have seen this, the same case. It is JPEG file. I have typed in JPEG, it's a JPG file, but I have typed in JPEG. So it gives me an error. Or I can suppose, I may assume that it's a PNG file. So when it's a PNG file, when I give the extension as PNG, again, obviously it's not a PNG file over there. So I will get an error. So you have to be very careful here and using the images, the file extension for the images. Now, let me open this. Let me show you the folder where we have all the images, and as well as the the text as well as the other pages which we have created. That is, we have created an index page, we have created contact us, as well as we have created the dummy page. We were talking about the extension, file extension. Now, I was showing you this image. We had created a hyperlink for this image, that is image -2. Let me right click and display its properties. Now, in the property, you can find that it is .jpg. So you can use this properties window and then look at the file extension, or you can also go to the the command prompt, and from the command prompt you can look at the extension and then use this. The other thing over here is that this images or the links which we have created, we just have given the name of the resource, that is whether it's a web page, that is in this case contactus.html, or whether it is an image file or a resource, some other resource. So this over here, what we are doing is, when we are using just the name of the file with its extension, that resource or that file needs to be there with the same directory where the web page is. For example, this is our index web page. This page is the index page. This is the index HTML file. And when we are using contact us.html and when we are using image-2.png, these two resources, when we're just using the file name with the extension. These two things has to be there, and the same folder where you have your HTML file. In this case, it is index file. So remember that. Otherwise, you have to use the complete location where the file is present. So image-2.png is in the same folder. So you are getting, we are able to execute this file. I mean, we are able to see the results there. But if this is in some other folder, sorry, but if this is in some other folder, then we have to provide its complete path. So that is what we come to the next part. That is the links. The links. This image-2.png and contact us.html. These links are of two types. That is, one is the absolute link, the other one is the relative link. So they are of two types. That is, one is the absolute links and the other one is relative links. So the links which we have used here directly, the name of the file with its extension, these links are known as relative links. These are known as relative links. And if we have the complete path, if we provide the complete physical path, then they are known as then they are known as absolute links. Absolute links. So let us do one thing. Let us try to take a practical example for absolute links. Now, when I click this, you can find that, sorry, I'll refresh this and then click it. Oh, I have changed it to PNG. That's why it's not working. Let me change it back to JPG, sorry, JPG. And here, I'll just save this file and let me refresh this. I'll click here. You can find it. We are getting the image. Now, this complete path, that is C:/user/student. I mean, if you are able to see over here on the address bar, this is known as the absolute path till the image. Or when I'm click here, a contact us page is displayed. So the complete path in the address bar, this complete path in the address, this complete path in the address bar is the absolute link. But what happens is you're finding that it is C colon user slash student desktop and so and so complete physical path. This path is nothing but where this file is located in your desktop. That is in this case in my desktop. C colon slash users student desktop and sample so and so. So this is the physical path. But this physical path or this absolute link is for the resource. Resource means your HTML pages or image and so is for your resource which is present on the desktop or your PC. But when you have a web page, you cannot provide, or when you create a website, you cannot provide a link, an absolute link for the image which is stored on your PC. It has to be through a uniform resource locator or URL or uniform resource identifier, what we call it as URI. So it should be through a URL or URI. Now, obviously, in this sense, this what is in the address bar, what we type in the address bar is considered as a URL. Now, why do you think that the link, when we are providing the absolute link, we have to provide it as a URL to the resource which is stored on the web server? Why do you think that? Can I use this? I mean, if when I'm creating a website, can I use this C colon slash users index so and so as the absolute link as an absolute link um, for publishing a website? Just anyone, just answer yes or no. I'm just waiting for your chat. No, we cannot. It's not feasible. No, we cannot. What happens is when you create a develop a website and provide the C's absolute link of the resource which is there on your PC, and you publish this as a website, what happens is when a user clicks that link, it will be directed to your PC. But it says something known as C colon users student desktop whatever the link you have for you have provided as the hyperlink. It will not be able to They will not be able to find it on the web server. So what we will do is for absolute links, we have to provide a complete URL, that is with the protocol and the identifiable address. So as an example, let us go to the Google. Let me just go to Google. No, let's not go to Google. Let's say we go to MJ's college, mjcollege.ac.in. Let us go to this website. Now, what do we take from this website? Let's go to CSE department. I Do we have any images or any pictures here? I need some pictures. Let us look at this itself. Okay, let us look at the logo itself. So instead of going to, so here I'll just click. I think you are able to see. I'm just beside the college name. I just am right clicking on the logo, and I'll say uh, I'll just say copy link address. I'll just select copy link address. I'll select this address, and let us come back to this our page. And over here, what I will do is, uh, Yeah, this contact us. Instead of contact us, uh, I will change this link. I'll create a new link over here. Click here, contact us. Over here, I'll create a new link. Let's say anchor tag, and then I'll just after us contact us, I'll close this anchor tag. Then I'll come back. Over here, we will have href. In href, I have copied the link from here. That is the logos. Right click, copy link address, and then I'll come here on my this href part, and I'll paste this link. So when I have pasted, can you find that anchor tag href? In href, you are able to find complete URL. That is http://www.mjcollege.ac.in. So actually, this is not the hyperlink for the image. Image on the website itself has been given as a link. So what I'll do is I'll just go to the inspect part. In the inspect, I will copy this link, this logo link. So I'll copy this logo link and come back to my uh, anchor and just paste it over here. So now let us save this. So this is a complete link or absolute link for the. So from href, from inside href attribute, I have http://www.mjcollege.ac.in and images and logo. This is the complete hyperlink. So let me save this file and let us come back to here. I'll just refresh this. We have a contact us here. If I click it, you will be able to find the logo. Now this logo is not, or this image is not stored on my desktop. Whatever I'm saying, it's not stored in the samples directory. I have, it is stored in a web server at some place, some location. So that location is nothing but this is the website with its, obviously we need to use a protocol with its website, images, and logo.png is the file name. So this is known as the absolute, sorry. So this is known, actually I'll increase the size. So this is known, array, my mouse is not working properly. Okay, now yeah, I'll just use a keyword. It's much better rather than mouse at sometimes. So this is my absolute link. This is what we call it as an absolute link. So remember that relative link will only contain the file name. So it's relative to the directory in which that the resource is present, along with the web page where we are creating the link. But absolute link means that link can be anywhere on the web server or anywhere on the web internet, and that you have to use the hypertext. I mean, in href you have to use the protocol, that is http:// and the complete path. So this we have seen with respect to image. Now what we will do is here we have a contact us on our in our, what is that, in our college website. That is the let us I'm clicking here, contact us. So this is the contact us page of our college website. So let us copy this hypertext or the link, absolute link. Let me copy this, and what I'll do is over here we had contact us.html as the uh, as a relative link, contact us.html. Instead of that, I'll just provide a full path, that is https mjcollege.ac.in contact us index.php. Let me save this file, and then let us come back to the our what do we call our index.html page. Now here, click here. We have changed it to absolute link pointing, which is now pointing to MJ College's contact us page. So when I click here, you can find that it will be redirected or to the link, which is which is pointing to some other web page. Now I have just used this as an example to demonstrate how to demonstrate uh, Mateen. Mateen. Sorry, just a second. There is a just a second. There's a, just give me 2 minutes. Okay. Sorry for the disturbance. Anyway, let us come back. Now here what I did is just for the for demonstrating, I have used this hyperlinks of our college. But what I mean to say here is, suppose if we are creating a web page, or we are having a link to, let's say, contact us dot PHP page, let's say HTML in this case, let's say, or we are having a link to some image that is logo.png. Instead of creating relative links, though relative links works if all the resources are in the same directory, but what we generally have to do, or it's the best practice to do, is we create links as absolute links, or as absolute references, or absolute links. Why? Because it is always better that you can reuse this web page at someplace else. So what I mean to say is, since all this we are having in the same folder, we are doing this even on your web server. You may have it on the same folder, but even then, use complete or the absolute path. That is, once this you will be developing it on your PC, then uploading it. But before uploading it or saving on the web server, change the links to, let's say, http:// let's say I have a website or the web server where I'm storing it in www. let's say abc.com / contact us, or / wherever we may have a folder like in this case itself, we have a folder sample. This is everything is stored in the samples folder, and I will be uploading this complete sample folder on the website. So we need to save it in samples / then contact us. So what I mean to say, or what is recommended, is whenever a hyperlinks are created, create the hyperlinks with absolute links, not with relative links. Though when you create it with relative links, it works, but it's much better to use absolute links. Now there are several other things also to be completed in this hyperlinks. That is, when we are clicking this, it's opening in the same window. It's opening in the same window. So we do have what do you call? There are several other attributes also which we can use, such that when we click a link, it opens in a different tab. or it opens in a different window. So that is what is one thing we need to see with respect to the HTML. And then what we also need to see is whether, using this hyperlinks, we can link it to if a web page is very large, we can link it to different, sections of the same web page. So that is one more thing we have in this. In this case, then we can link it to PDF files and some image file or some what do you call video file. So all these things are still, even we can create a hyperlink for an email. It will open a default web client or email client. So all these things, still have to be, as well as we can create an images for the, not image, as well as we can create hyperlinks for different sections of an image. So all those things we will complete. Continue in the next session or the next class. Obviously, this is just a 1 hour class, so we could not complete that the entire HTML, the hypertext or the anchor text part. But we will try to complete these things in the next session or the next class. So uh, I'll just wait for some of the questions. So we will carry on with the anchor tag in the next session. That's on Wednesday, I suppose. So we will, end this class now. But let us carry on with some of the questions if you have. Any other questions? Any questions? I just say something so that I know that you are able to listen to me, or you are able to uh, you may know all these things. You may have studied this HTML part and all, and as a self study, so and so. But anyway, it's my job to cover this thing again, and it's my job to go into details of this. Each and every topic, so that you can have a better understanding of what we are implementing or looking at. So anyway, if you don't have any questions, then I just we will end this session. This What is that? So if you have no questions, then we will close this class.
Sir, excuse me.
Yes, yes, yes,
So, sir, you're saying that we are only supposed to use this absolute address instead of relative.
yes, yes, yes.
So, sir, then what's the point of having this relative address?
Relative. See, what generally what happens is, I'll just show you. I think still my what is that? My screen is still in presentation mode.
Yeah, yeah, it's there.
Are you able to see my a folder which I have opened, that is a
Yeah,
samples folder?
yeah.
Okay, now the purpose is, what actually happens is, here we only have 4 to 6 files over here. Now, generally, these images are clubbed into one folder known as images folder. Is put in there. We may have JavaScript files created, external JavaScript files created. That we may put it in another folder. Let's say we may create a folder known as JS folder. So this is all done to have for example, I'll just I'll create a image img as one folder, and let me put all these in this img folder. So now in my index, what I can do is, instead of this relative part, I'll just have let's say, where was that image? Actually, I have lost that image. Uh, okay, this one, img hyphen 2. Now this is changed. This resource is changed to img. So here, what I may use is img slash. Now, the use of relative tags, this is an example I'm showing. So when I use this, my web page will be working. That is, what it says is this relative reference says that HTML index.html, from where I am creating a web page, this index.html, it is there in a folder, but img-2 file is there in another folder. Img folder is within this folder where the index is. So this is how a relative part is created. And then the file name. Now, why we have two things, that is the relative. Now, I mean, this is not like an absolute, this is also a relative part itself. Now, why we have relative? The question was why we have relative and not absolute. Now, it's very easy to use relative links or hyperlinks. But at the same time, the relative links has disadvantage that, suppose if I copy this index and create a new web page, or if I have this link, this link in some other web page at this way in some other location, then this will not work. This relative link will not work. So the question was, why do we have relative when we have absolute link, when we can use absolute links? Now, relative links is very easy to make than absolute links. And one more thing is that I just showed you I mean, grouping of some files in one directory, and then using the relative link. So relative link actually facilitates you an easy development of the website. And at the same time, remember, and at the same time, now I am developing this website where we develop it using your local system. We don't develop it on a web server. We develop it on a local system, then upload this on a web server. So at this stage, when I'm still in development, I cannot have the absolute path. That is http.abc.com/image and image-2.jpg. I cannot have this because this website I may not have stored these things on the website. So when we are developing the websites, or when we are creating this websites, we use relative links. We use relative links because we cannot use absolute links there, since we will not be having the image is stored on the web server beforehand. We'll be doing it afterwards. So after everything is developed, we upload it. So that is how relative links facilitate us in trying to group in trying to use the resources in a, when developing a web page on a local system. So that is the reason we use relative links, and then we may convert it into absolute links. It's not necessary, but I'm saying it's much better and recommend to convert the relative links into hyperlink. Into absolute links. Hope I have answered your question.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other thing?
Sir, what is use of embed tag?
What is the use of?
Embedded tag.
Did we cover this tag? Hello? Did we cover this tag? have I shown this tag? No, no, I have not shown this tag. So this question is not related to this topic, I think, or any other topic which we have covered. I think this question is related to, is this a general question? Just reply back. Is
Related
this
to the
which topic?
tags.
Yeah, yeah, but we have not seen the embedded tag,
Yes, sir.
So I mean, are you asking in a general sense?
Yes, sir. General.
Okay, okay. Embed tag is used to actually see. We have text. We have with the text we have images, even the PDF files, as well as even the movie files are all those formats are known to the web browser. So when we have a tag to display a text is understandable by the browser. When we have an image, a browser can understand an image, but there are certain objects or resources which browser will not understand. For example, we may have a shockwave player. I mean, uh, you may create your own shockwave in the sense some dynamic. You may find on some websites when you log in. When you visit those sites, the first you will have a banner coming up, and all that banner, it displays some images, and then you go into the website. So suppose you create your own object, or not only that, you have seen. We all know the YouTube. We have gone to YouTube. YouTube, when video is playing, you have different controls there. I mean, you can pause the video, you can change the settings, and you have certain controls there. So that is YouTube is playing a video in a video player. Now, suppose you want to create your own video player, or let us take an example. Have you gone to Udemy site or any other site? Let us say some other video site. It may have, or some other news site which may have video. Now that video player, there also you are playing a video. The website is playing a video. So in YouTube also video is played. In some other website also video is played. But you may find different controls. I mean, we may have different controls there. So what happens is, or you may develop a new player with your own controls. Now, how will browser understand your developed video player? Browser will not understand that. So what happens is, there is a tag known as embed tag, embed. Using that embedded tag, we will be able to have a link to the resource, which, for example, let us take a video player itself. We want to play a video in a player which we have created, or which you have created. So what happens is, you can use an embed tag. With that embed tag, what you will do is, we will be able to assign the resource, that is the video which has to be played, and then with that resource, we will also be able to use or assign the object which we are using. Object in the sense, this is the video player which you have created. So you will be able to use that object and then play that. So that is why embed tag is used to embed an object in the web browser. And that object, whichever object you try to embed, the embed tag will facilitate in trying to use that, or how try to facilitate and how that object is used on the web browser. Another example I'll give you, the best example. You people may have seen the uh, what is that these days? What do we call the CCTV cameras? Now, you may have seen that CCTV cameras can be accessed using a web browser. When you access CCTV cameras using a web browser will not know which CCTV camera, or I mean, which player or which object to use. So there you can use, there an embed tag is used to embed the stream of the CCTV cameras, and then the player or the object we need to assign. So that is why the embed tag is used. Hope is this hope I have answered your question. Okay, I have a reply in the chat. So any other questions? If there are no questions, then I think we will end this class. Is it fine? Let us end this class. I request everyone to just log off, because I don't want to, I mean, remove you from the class. So that is why all of them just log off.